so fucking weird. That boy picks the best fucking time to do something. What's going on, beautiful people? My bad. We was dibbing and dabbling, dabbing and dibbing. Hey yo, if it's too loud, like somebody needs to tell us today, cause we changed this whole little shit, and we're gonna change it again. Let's get into the show because it's not a fun show today, and unlike our last show that we had like a fucking ball, we now have to deal with not having a ball and talking about adult shit that I really right now don't want to talk about. Um, Damn, I should have started with Soldier Boy. Oh yeah, if you want to hear the song that we start the show with, you got to head over to the pod link. So that's on Anchor, and that'll take you to all of them, which is iTunes, Spotify, Amazon. Excuse me, we're everywhere as far as audio, but we can't play audio in the videos. Sorry, maybe in the Patreon. We'll see. If Soldier Boy is a subject that we need to talk about, then this show might be canceled forever. That's it. I'm sick of this shit. I'm over it. Oh, damn, I ain't supposed to cuss in the first 10 minutes. ah. You got to head over to iTunes, Spotify, where else? Amazon, Anchor, and you can hear the intro song. And we'll cut all the words out for the pod listeners. Harlem. Harlem. It's Kasabian. Kasabian Lavoe wine. What's going on, beautiful people? I'm sorry, Susan. Can you? Thank you. Appreciate you. Yeah, y'all still can't hear Susan. It's too bad. Tough noogies. All right, so today's episode is episode 164. We're live from Las Vegas, and it's not even like a fun show. Like, I avoided this on Monday because I really didn't want to talk about this, but it's gonna keep happening and happening, and it seems to be like a thing. So we're gonna have to address the thing, and the thing is cancellations and canceling and cancel culture. And I never really cared about talking about cancel culture, but damn it, they started coming after cartoons and shit, and it's just it's getting nasty. The idea that you're just gonna go erase history. I understand maybe some cartoons are insensitive. Don't get me wrong, but nonetheless, that was then. Like, we're obviously not making movies like that now. So why is it even a issue that we have to literally go in and pick apart? You know, parts and pieces of what if we just picked apart, like we took out next would be like all the movies where somebody would lose, and we would just take out all the bad stuff, and every movie would be happy. No turmoil. We'll put cushions on everything. We'll cover up every corner. It just bothers me because I get that some people are sensitive, but if I can understand that you're sensitive, then you need to understand that I'm not sensitive and I could give a fuck. Sorry. It's just not like, how is it fair that um you can choose how things go? Like, people scream equality, but it's only equal for you. And when I mean you, I mean like whoever the fuck's behind cancel culture. The fuck is this? We fucking making wishes in the studio? Mr. Potato Head. We almost lost him. He's still Mr. Potato Head. Why the fuck did like as an artist, as an animator, and as a Spanish person that loves everything that's creative, I've always gotten so irritated when we get to the subject of like women in movies or women cartoons, and then when they talk about like Spanish cartoons and Spanish movies and things of that nature, because I go, damn, why do we always have to take some old shit and flip it? Why can't we just make some new shit? Like, what are we talking about? Oh, no. We're creative. Be fucking creative. Like, stop telling me how you want Iron Man to be Iron Woman. Make your own fucking superhero. Like, if you don't like Mr. Potato Head, don't play with him. But that's why there's a Mrs. Potato Head. If you don't like Mrs. Potato Head, then don't fucking, honestly. And who the fuck is running to the store buying a Mr. Potato? Like, my son hasn't stopped by a goddamn Toy Story toy ever. That kid loves cars. He don't give a shit about none of that shit. I'm against the idea that if we don't conform to what you feel like is this like neutral world of just gray, there's no black and white, there's no differences, no discrepancies, we have to walk on eggshells everywhere we walk. Like, if we don't conform, then we're the bad guys. How about I just don't give a fuck? You know, like, you have to be careful on what subjects you speak upon, because you can hurt people's feelings, and it sounds like hate. I have no hate. There's no, I don't hate. I don't give a shit. You don't like old cartoons? You want to know how you stop old cartoons from bothering your life? Don't watch them. Excuse me. And who the fuck is going around watching Pepe Le Pew going, oh shit, Pepe Le Pew is rape culture? Pepe Le Pew is a bit rapey. And so is that weird ass old man from fucking a Family Guy. He'd always be calling, what's the little fat boy? Oh, what's that little boy? He'd be like, come here, you want some candies? You want some candies? Come into my basement. That's a nasty old man. But we understand who that old man is. And can we be honest? We've all had that weird old man in our neighborhood. Like, some kids would follow that old man. I'm sorry. It's not a joke. It's just a thing that happened. Like, we all had that weird, creepy person to deal with. Sorry. Like, it's funny. That's what comedy is. You make fun of shit. Like, I hear people go, oh, I hope comedians don't fall for all this cancel culture shit. I highly doubt it. They got backbones. I mean, there's some type of fucking moral like, you have to like respect the morality of those that stand on what they stand on. And like, a joke's a joke. You're never meant to go to hurt nobody when you're talking some shit. It just happens. And unfortunately, we still live in a time where Biden passes a stimulus and they celebrate, but Trump did it twice and nobody said a thing. Oh my God, Joe, we did it. We passed the stimulus. The fuck did Trump do? Never mind. It's so weird. It's so weird. They're attacking cartoons for being insensitive, or just cartoons for being of the time. Who the fuck has... Yo, there's cartoons. They got Tom and Jerry where they in the Wild Wild West smoking cigarettes and shit, and they rolling tobacco, smoking. You see guns in all these cartoons. You see women dressed up promiscuously. Cartoons are obviously not ran like that. And you never saw a gay cartoon. Now I can turn on my TV and see gay cartoons. Do I have a problem with it? No, I don't have a fucking problem with it. I just don't think that we should be talking about sexuality with kids, one. And cool. Like, two dads. Okay, like, I'm sorry, but I'm not of those that go, oh my God, that's so amazing. I don't care. Love is love. I'm always on the side of love. I just don't feel like force feeding our children this shit should ever be one of our main goals. Like, are we here to entertain, or are we here to censor everything? And unfortunately, if we're going to live according to the Karens of the world, or the people that think that you should take off men and women over the clothing departments, then, that type of shit is weird. Like, I don't mind looking up going, oh, that's the men's department, and just beelining it to the men's department. Why? Because I don't wear women's clothing. It's cut differently because we're built differently. I don't think I'm offending anybody by heading over to that area. I just don't get it, dude. Like, it's real simple. Like, just turn the shit off. Just turn the shit off. It really takes probably 5 minutes to avoid things that give you headaches, but they're canceling cartoons left and right, and you can't erase history. Like, it already happened. We should learn from what we've done and then move forward. Like I said, today's show is not going to be fun. Did you see those 2 or 3 animals in the back of that guy's Uber who ripped the mask off of his face, snatched his phone? He got his phone back pretty quick. I give him props for that. That shit was That is the quintessential American. Like, that's what you should be canceling. Fuck canceling toys and canceling things that upset you. Cancel those fucking heifers that felt like they could go in that dude's face in his car and act like nothing happened. That shit was gross. Batshit crazy gross. Like, go back to driving cabs because this shit is crazy. You need that glass. That's wild, yo. That's pretty much all that happened. They passed the stimmy. We canceled some cartoons. Let's send a big shout out to Swiss and Tim. I gotta stop with the shout outs. I'm gonna cut that whole shit out. Swiss and Timberland, Swiss Beats and Timberland have sold the Versus franchise or the Versus product to Triller and actually started the partnership with Triller. This is pretty dope to see that like every single thing that we're doing in entertainment, hip hop, and just the what they would call the minorities. It's dope to see that we're all buying into ownership and like taking positions of power instead of just being the reason why something's hot. Like, fuck that. We make something hot. Now we want control the way that we made it hot. Swiss and Tim negotiated how to get all the artists paid and make them part company owners. That is super dope. You don't hear about too many moves like this, but this is good business as long as it's good business. So we'll see where it all goes. I mean, it's just like everybody with NFTs, right? We're all going to jump on a wave. And yeah, partnerships sound good until you got to be a partner and you got to, keep up productivity. You got to keep up being entertaining. Like, that shit's tough to put on those verses over and over. Like, how many more do we got and what's the value of that? I watched the Billie Eilish doc. That was pretty cool. I didn't know anything about her. My kids like her, and I guess I was taken aback by how young she is and how talented. That's cool. Like, that you don't see that shit too often, and hopefully they keep her away from the wrong type of boys that want to just fucking clout chase. Because that boyfriend of hers, I would have kicked that motherfucker off the tour so quick if y'all didn't see through his bullshit. And I wanted to talk about music and the state of music, but I really don't. Not today. Like I said, today's show is gonna be quick. Nevada wants to take your right to donating to a different level. And when I say donating, I mean organ donating. Nevada has now put on the books, they basically want us to vote on an opt-out version of organ donating, which is crazy, right? So it's a bait and switch. Instead of you just going up there saying, hey, I want to be a donator, they're going to just put you in as a donator, and then you have to say no. That's the type of politicians that we have working here in Nevada. That person needs to get the fuck out of there. That's fucking gross. Like, I'm sorry, religious reasons or not, some people just don't want to do that type of shit. And I'm sorry, not everybody's responsible for everybody else. Like, if you don't want to donate, you shouldn't have to donate. The idea that somebody said, like, I said, my body, my choice, and I got laughed at. Like, why is it that when women have an issue and they say my body, my choice, we all respect it, but when a man like myself says my body, my choice, which I respect the my body, my choice of a woman, I've said that before in other conversations. So it's not that I'm saying, oh, just men count. You see, because that's where cancel culture takes you. I'm just saying that if I'm looking at a law that's being passed that says they're going to cut me open and take out my organs to donate to somebody else, shouldn't I have a say-so in that? My body, my choice. Like the same way, I'm not even going to get into it, but it's just it's so strange that people would laugh at that statement. Like, what are you laughing at? Why is that funny? Like, I'm serious. My body, my fucking choice. The same way you said, I said, the fuck? I don't want to. I'm a donator. Believe it or not, I'm actually an organ donator. Why? Because fuck it. Why not? Right? Ain't nothing else I could do if I'm gone. But that's weird that we have people up there that are really trying to just bait and switch people into becoming something that. What if you just don't want to do that type of shit? I don't know. I don't know. What say you? What else? Monday was so hype, and then this whole cancel shit kept going, and for the past like 2 days, we just been locked in the room working on our NFTs, and we're trying to make them as dope as possible. So it's like, really, I ain't even paying attention to shit. The stimmies passed today. I think that means people start getting their shit. We'll see what happens. Again, it's amazing to see how people get so excited over the same shit that Trump did. Oh, I saw a meme that was like, oh, the president's been in office for 50 days. How has he done? Gas prices are up. We've already bombed somebody, almost went to war. Employment hasn't gone up. The stimulus just got passed after 3 months, and he said he'd do it immediately. We've lost 7,000 jobs. Do I want me to keep going? Like, what has happened in 50 days? Dick, fucking balls of he done shit. He's done shit. Like, you don't gotta like the last guy, but don't fucking sit here and tell me this guy's doing so fucking good. And then you got these fucking super straight guys running around, and they're gonna fucking take over the world. So yeah, whatever. He's doing great. This guy's doing fucking great. I didn't want to talk about no more of the negative shit. That's all we got. It's just so nasty. Like, I've been reading all the articles on this whole cancel shit, bro. It's cartoons, it's clothing stores, it's bathrooms. Like, what the fuck? And then you can't talk about it or you get canceled. So it's like there's really no way to get around it, but you got to talk about it. I would rather have done a whole 45-minute set on those 3 fucking assholes in that dude's Uber. But yeah, here we are, right? We got to talk about the tough issues, and that's what this show's about. We talk about everything, damn it. Even when it ain't good. Even when it ain't good. But anyway, no more somber stories, no more bullshit. I'm going to go play video games with my friends. My name is Kasabian. Live in the moment, don't live in the past. Be safe, stay dangerous. Lavoe loves you. One.